So I shot a product video with a $40 lighting kit, and this is what happened. Today, we're looking at a very affordable and quite impressive LED kit from Neewer. This kit comes equipped with two USB-powered LED panels. Both have dimmer switches, diffusion plates, a packet of colored gels, and light stands. And all of those things are included in the box. So before I get into all that, I just want to be clear that this is not a sponsored video. Everything that I'm sharing here is from my own personal impressions from working with the product. So there are a lot of overpriced gear options out there, and I think a lot of filmmakers and creators are suffering from gas. If you haven't heard the term gas before, it's gear acquisition syndrome. We all want the latest and greatest gear, and sometimes we become so focused on that we're not actually taking a look at the more important things, like the skills and the techniques that go into making good work. So as we talk about these things, it's important to remember that they're just tools. And at the end of the day, you're just looking for the best tool to do the job. And that doesn't always mean spending thousands of dollars to find the right one. So we're gonna be looking at this lighting kit from the perspective of the value that it's bringing you as a filmmaker and as a creator. With the amount of value that this kit is bringing you for under $50, it's probably one of the most accessible and comprehensive lighting kits that I've seen for this type of lighting. So let's dive into the top 3 reasons that this LED kit provides the greatest value for the cost. Number 1 is the cost itself and what you're actually getting in the box for the cost of the item. At the time of recording this video, you can buy this lighting kit on Amazon for $42.99. I have seen it listed for slightly less or slightly more depending on who you're buying it from. There are other LED options in this pricing tier, but typically at this cost, you'll find that you maybe receive one lighting panel that's not dimmable. It doesn't include a light stand. It doesn't include diffusion or gels or any of the things that come packaged in this kit. With these Neewer LED panels, not only are you getting 2 lights for the price of 1, but they've also included all the accessories that you need for a powerful little lighting setup. And these accessories can help you in filming interviews, product videos, short films, setting up for photography or portraits, or any number of other creative projects. It creates a lot of flexibility. The second reason these lights are incredible is the power. When I say power, I am talking about the brightness of the light, but I'm also talking about the decision to include a USB power source. So these lights include 10 levels of power adjustment, starting at the lowest and going all the way up to the brightest setting, which you can see is extremely intense. So to help cut down on some of that intensity, they've also included a diffusion panel with each of the lights. So the choice to include USB as the power source is really exciting to me because it allows you to plug the light into these power banks. These are the same power banks that you would use to charge your phone. I already had this one lying around. I had another one that came with my suitcase. And so I was able to just plug these in and run the lights for the entire time that I was shooting. In fact, the entire time I was shooting, I don't even think the power brick registered a change in the amount of charge that it had. I think it's really difficult to put a price tag on that type of flexibility because being able to plug these into a power supply like this, you can literally take these lights anywhere and run them anywhere. And because they run so cool, you never have to worry about them heating up. Now, of course, if you want to, you can still plug the USB into a standard outlet converter and just plug it straight into the wall, but that's just kind of boring. One really nice thing is that they've located the dimmer switch on the power cord itself instead of on the body of the LED, which is the typical setup that you have to go and adjust the light from the back of the LED panel itself. So what this allows you to do is make adjustments to the light on the fly, whether it's the intensity of the light or if you want to toggle it on and off. You can get some really creative results without necessarily having to get up and manually adjust the panel from the back. So the third reason that these lights are an excellent value is all of the support accessories that come in the box. So as I showed you before, each of the light comes with its own diffusion panel. But along with that, you get these 3 colorized gels that you can put in front of that diffusion panel to change the color of the light. And I was really satisfied with the quality of the colors and the consistency of the lighting overall. Sometimes you hear that a lot of these cheaper lighting products have really nasty color tinting, but I found the color of these to be really clean and really consistent throughout. So the other bit of support that it comes with in the box, and it comes with 2 of them for each light, are these light stands. So it's kind of like a 3-part thing. The first part, which I think is extremely useful, is the actual bottom stand itself. Now this functions as the sort of the feet of the light stand, but you can also break it off and it becomes like a small tripod for the light, so you can get the light closer to the ground. And to mount it on top of that light, it comes with this this ball head that you mount the light on, and the ball head screws right onto the legs, and you have yourself a nice compact lighting stand. This was actually the way I used the lighting stands for the video earlier, because I wanted to have like a very compact setup and be really low to the ground. But if you leave the feet on the bottom of the light stand, you have a more traditional light stand setup, which is basically this sort of like telescoping arm. And I think I read that this thing goes to something like 4 feet, 4.5 feet. The light panels are pretty light, so I don't think that you really have any balance issues with something like this. But I suppose you could, you know, throw some weight on the bottom or something to keep it from tipping over. The third way that you could use these light stands, which I think is kind of funny, but I suppose that there are some people that could find use for this. They come equipped with this foam grip and also one of these wrist straps, so you can kind of tether it to your wrist and hold it in your hand. It's almost like a selfie stick, I guess. You could actually hold the lighting out in front of you, and this articulating arm with the ball head would actually allow you to tilt the light in any direction that you want to. So whether you're aiming the light at yourself or maybe you're holding it on somebody else for a production. So from things ranging from an at-home dedicated studio lighting setup to a more travel-sized lighting setup for when you're going on location and shooting, whatever you're using this thing for, I think it has the flexibility to accommodate your needs. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, where every week we're bringing you new videos that are going to help you on your filmmaking journey. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next video.